My eyebrows are the very first step of my makeup routine, and I consider them the foundation for the rest of my eye look as well. Plus, I just look crazy without any eyebrows. I want them to frame my face, but I also want them to look natural and not too harsh or too dark. So these are my eyebrows before. They're pretty sparse and uneven. And here are my finished brows, looking much neater and more polished. Here are all the products I use: Sephora Angled Liner Brush, Anastasia Brow Pencil, Benefit Gimme Brow, and NYX Eyebrow Gel. First, I'm using the spoolie on the end of the eyebrow pencil to comb my brow hairs in place. This helps me see the natural shape of my brows. I'm taking just a little bit of the NYX Eyebrow Gel in the shade Blonde and my Sephora Angled Liner Brush. Working with light brush strokes, I'm following the direction of my hairs and gradually filling in my brows. I like to start towards the tail because that's the hardest part for me to balance on both sides. I don't load a lot of product up on this brush. To keep my brows softer, I add a tiny bit of brow gel at a time. This prevents me from getting harsh outlines which have no business in natural looking eyebrows. When I start on the opposite brow, I check in the mirror often to help me match the same angles on both sides. Once I've started carving out the tail and the top edge, I fill in the underside of my ridge. Don't worry about everything looking perfect at this point. Think of the first filling in as the rough draft. There will be plenty of time for editing later. To achieve subtly shaded inner brows, I don't add any more product to my brush and use that leftover eyebrow gel to lightly tint my skin. If you have too much on the brush and the inner brows turn out too dark, wipe some of the gel off with a Q-tip. Now I'm going back to each brow and cleaning up the edges, adding more gel where it's still patchy, and more importantly, trying to make my brows look as equal as possible. Combing with the spoolie helps check for any gaps and lays all the hairs in the same direction. Firm pressure with the spoolie will also remove unwanted eyebrow gel. Now that my brows are looking pretty even, I'm going to set the hairs in place with Benefit's Gimme Brow. This is a brow gel with little fuzzies mixed in that gives me the illusion of thicker eyebrow hairs. This is a great product to use when I'm rushing out the door and have time for only one step. Once my brows are thoroughly brushed, that's it. Here are my brows all done. And here's one more shot of the before and after. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.